Okay, I really need to refresh my OC. Hello everybody and welcome back to another video on my channel. Today I'm going to be giving you guys my tips and tricks on how to grow your inventory. I've had so many of my online friends ask me, when should I sell these items I have? Or when should I buy this item? Or just how do I grow my inventory? Well, if you have those questions, then this video is for you. Keep in mind that this is going to be mostly about like timing and when you should buy stuff and how you should buy stuff. This is for mostly like newer players or players that just really want to um, get their set items that they don't have. So if you are someone who wants to grow your inventory to more rare items, some of these tips could probably work for you. But just keep in mind that this is more for just in general how you expand your inventory. So without further ado, let's go on to my first tip. My first tip is to buy older items in the trading hub. The reason I suggest buying older items in the trading hub is because they are significantly more cheaper in the trading hub than they are in the Royale High shop. For example, if you wanted to buy the Shadow Empress set, it is I think about like 120K in the shop, but in the trading hub it would be about 50 to 45,000, which is so much cheaper and saves you so much diamonds. And you will see this across a lot of like older sets and older set items. For example, Starfrost set is about like 50,000 diamonds, and I think it's about like 100,000 diamonds in the normal shop. So and that goes for like the Cherry Blossom set and other sets too. So like if you want to save some diamonds and use those diamonds you save for other items, it is just so much better if you buy them in the trading hub. My next tip is to try to buy seasonal items during their season. The reason why I suggest this is because they are in the Royale High shop, and because of that, a lot of people will own it, and also a lot of people, if they don't like the item, will try to sell it. And also, with the shop having a specific price, it is easier to buy them for cheaper because you can't go higher than the price in the shop. This makes it so much easier when you're trying to buy seasonal items. So I definitely suggest waiting to the season of the item you're trying to get, if it's a seasonal item, to buy it, because it is just way easier to buy it during that season. And I've had so many people tell me that this is the best way to buy items, and I have had a lot of luck doing that. So please try to buy your items in those seasons if you are trying to get seasonal items. My next tip is to prioritize newer items. Now, this goes for players who are older, who are newer, who have a lot of items, who don't have a lot of items. It is very important to prioritize newer items. The reason why I say that is because newer items are going to be harder to get later in the future because they are newer, less people will have them, and also they're going to be more wanted because they are newer. So if you want to start investing in like Royale High, it is really great to buy newer items. So for example, the Alter Ego boots are new to this year. I would highly suggest getting the Alter Ego boots before getting like any of the Royal Rebel stuff or the Shadow Empress stuff. Because right now the Alter Ego boots are going for like 60 to 65 and maybe even 70. And the reason why it's not going higher is because they are in the shop currently for 70,000. But I guarantee you, or I'm pretty sure, that once they go off sale, they will be going up in value over 70,000. So I definitely suggest any newer items coming out that you guys prioritize getting the newer items over the older items. And if you want to invest and try to get diamonds in the future, buying multiple of newer items will probably help a lot. My next tip is to focus on one item at a time. Now, this has been very helpful for me. This tip is not going to be for everybody, but I just find it so much easier to focus on one item and how much I'm going to spend on this item rather than focusing on a lot of items at once. What I personally do is I put a list of all the items I want to get, how much they're going to cost, and put a prioritize like check mark on which ones I want to get first and which ones I want to get later. I just find that very helpful to stay organized when growing an inventory, and you get to watch your inventory grow, and it is very satisfying seeing that check mark. So that is a tip that I have that I think is very helpful. So that is what I suggest. But if you guys find it easier to focus on multiple items, then go ahead for that. But that is what I usually do. My next tip is to research item values. You're going to hear me say that a lot. Please research your values. It will make it so much easier when you grow your inventory to make sure that you know your values and what things cost, because you don't want to be in a situation where you overpaid for something and now you don't have as much diamonds you can spend on another item. So please research your values. I personally like to use Tradery. You do not, I understand if you don't like Tradery, it's understandable, but it is what a lot of people use. And I honestly would say you don't even need to make an account, just to like go onto the website and just check a value real quick and then move on. You do not need to make an account and actually use the app, but please research your items however you find the easiest. It is just going to make it so much easier to grow your inventory when you know what items are worth. Okay, my next few tips aren't really trading tips, but they are still very helpful. So, my next tip is do your logins. It is so helpful to just go in every day and do the fountain and get your cloud cash and spin the wheel. It helps you so much. You don't even need to play Royale High for very long or come on and farm. Just doing your logins every day will still grow your inventory and get you diamonds. I've had a friend in the past who basically said that she doesn't like do her logins and she has a really hard time finding diamonds and stuff. And I told her tried to do some logins, and this is when the cloud cash wasn't a thing and it was diamonds instead. But she started doing her logins and she made a lot more diamonds, and it really helped her out. So just please going in and spinning the wheel and doing the fountain really helps. I've had people also say that they don't want to do the fountain because the fountain, there's a chance of the fountain stealing your diamonds. And the most diamonds I've ever gotten stolen from the fountain was probably 250 diamonds. And the most I've gotten from the fountain was almost like about 800 diamonds. So even if you lose diamonds, you can still you have way better chance of getting XP, a halo maybe, diamonds, or nothing. So it is way worth it to just go and do your fountain. So that is my tip. Do your logins. I feel like my next tip is one that a lot of people do say, but farming diamonds. There are a lot of really good farming routines out there on YouTube, so I would suggest looking at those. But even just going on Royal High and doing a few quests really does help. The more you play the game, the better you're going to be able to grow your inventory, the more diamonds you have. So farming diamonds really does help. What I personally do is I will go on and do my fountain and do a few quests and leave. I don't really do a lot of farming, but even that just really helps grow my diamonds. So just farming diamonds is really helpful. Okay, so my last tip is to be patient and save up. So building an inventory takes time. I've been playing this game for like 5 years now, and I have grown my inventory to what it is today. But definitely, I have been playing almost every day for 5 years. Some days I do a lot of diamond farming, most days I don't do a lot of diamond farming. But just being patient and just knowing that as much as you play the game, the more your inventory is going to grow, and just being patient with yourself really helps. So please be patient and save up as much as you can. Okay, so that is going to be it for today's video. I hope this video has helped you guys. If you guys liked it, please click like and subscribe, and I will see you guys in another video. Thank you so much for watching, and bye!